This color analysis client received her results from me in May of 2023. She wrote me back a few days later and said that I was wrong. And I recently heard back from her in February 2025 with this fabulous update that is going to blow you away. And she has 3 great tips to share with all of you in terms of if you're doing self-color analysis, and I'm going to share those tips with you, so stay tuned. I've shared with you in the past that I have received emails from clients previously that are telling me I am wrong. And what do I do when I receive emails like that? I pull out all their files again and I take a relook. And I don't share that with the client. I literally it's just for my own sanity. And I can't unsee a result. So I don't know the exact email I would have written back this client with, but I would have said something like, your color analysis results were, really taken with due care, and, give yourself time to process, and, they were arrived at using the process I use. It's extremely hard to impossible for me to unsee a color analysis results. And just like many clients say to me that once they see it, they can't unsee it. And I'm so happy to say this client has experienced seeing her results. And what was her result? It was a true spring result. But what happened was, and I'm going to share her email with you shortly as well, is she had thought for a very long time that she was a soft autumn, or the closest thing in my system I use is muted autumn. And here is her in a muted autumn range top, and to me this is disconnection. It's really disconnected with her skin. It's cutting her off at the jawline. While you may go, this goes with her eyes, everything else is disconnected. That's the first sign this color is not in her color palette. The other signs are when you look at details in her skin and what have you. The true spring colors add the vibrancy. And so let's move to a true spring color. So here's one of her after pictures she supplied. This is connection with skin and everything else, and it's bringing vibrancy to her. And let's go back to this photo. It's not adding like this light up to her. It's really just taking away from her coloring, and it's distracting. And here's her in another true spring top. Can you see the connection? On your screen here is page 1 of the email that she sent. And she said, I'm a little embarrassed to admit that I was one of your many clients that was in complete denial with their results. And I want to say there's nothing to be embarrassed about whatsoever. I will also add that I've met people who are in training for color analysis, or even professionals in the field who have experienced denial for years about their color analysis results. So totally cool. We all are on our own unique journey. Said that she had spent several months leaning into the whole soft autumn coloring because she felt she was a soft autumn, and though she was unsure a bit, and so she eventually signed on to my services to find out. But she did say that she had watched my videos where I have people out there, real people who were color analyzed as muted autumns out there, and she did recognize that she did not have similar coloring to them. She received my true spring result. She was in complete shock, and as I said, she wrote me and said that I was wrong. And then it took her a month or two, and she was realizing more and more as she experimented with the true spring colors that she glowed in those colors. Now on to her 3 great tips for do-it-yourself color analyzers. This client shared that in her DIY color analysis result of soft autumn, she got tripped up on 3 things, and I'm sharing those with you in hopes they may help you, and she's given me permission to share. And so the first thing is Do not compare yourself to celebrity color analysis examples online. These are only best guesses and not true results. I couldn't agree with you more, and I have a few videos out there on this topic. If you're using celebrities as a guider for your DIY color analysis, that's not the way to go, because again, they are guesses. Her second tip is do not compare yourself to someone else to assume your own color palette. She says, like I say it always is about doing the process on you and not somebody else. The third tip, and I completely agree with this tip, is that don't use makeup as a tool to discover your best colors, because the way to assess your colors is to do that through the process that color analysis professionals use. Because if a makeup is blending, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. For instance, these are my words, I can find a warm foundation that blends with my skin but doesn't uplift my skin. That would be a good way to look at it. This client has found that she has an olive skin tone, and she has found a warm undertone foundation to match her True Spring palette because she has a warm undertone. And the overtone of that foundation is olive to match her overtone. She ended her email thanking me, and I thank you, and I'm filled with appreciation for you for trusting the process and being open to try out the True Spring colors. I definitely couldn't unsee it, and I'm glad now you can't unsee it. Thank you so much for sharing your color analysis update with us all and your fabulous tips for people on this journey. Yay, True Spring!